It was a cold wind blowing, and only a few people were on the wet road, as if it was a foggy day. Jungkook came there. He looked at the brick buildings with his tired ups. His face was so pale, as he hadn't slept in days. His black hoodie was hanging loose on his thin, cold, weak body. He had even lost his weight these past 3 years. He was taking steps searching for his woman, and the one he had been searching for the past 3 years. Even though he didn't get a single piece of information about her, he didn't stop searching. As he was going, he felt so cold and his phone started ringing. He picked up when he saw it was from his mom. Jungkook, how are you? How do I be when my wife isn't with me? How many years will you keep searching for her? Please come back at least now. It's been 3 years since you came to the mansion. Please come back. I can't. I can't come to the place where my wife shed tears. I have messed up everything. I can't stop searching for my wife. How long can you stay? Till my last breath. I understand, but please eat on time while you search for her. She said it, but didn't hear his voice. Then she raised her tone seriously. Jungkook, I won't spare you this time. I know you are skipping meals. How can you even get strength? At least you need to be alive to search for her, right? Eat on time, okay? Okay, mom. Please take care of your health. He hung up the call with this. But when he looked around with hope, his heart stopped when he saw a woman from behind. Vaughn? Yeah, that's my Vaughn. He ran to her. Vaughn. He grabbed her shoulder from behind. But when she turned back, his face paled. She wasn't Vaughn. She got angry, jerked his hand away, and slapped him, making him stumble back. You idiot! How dare you touch me? She looked beside her and called her boyfriend, who was on the call. Honey, look at this idiot. He touched me wrongly. Jungkook was shocked, and before he could say anything, the guy came angrily and punched Jungkook's stomach. Idiot, do you wanna die? He started hitting Jungkook, him, and Jungkook didn't try to fight back or even shield himself. I'll kill you. He kept beating, but Jungkook didn't try to stop him, taking it like deserved. As he took the bruises, he recalled Ryan's words. Some guys saw it and got shocked and came there to stop them, making the woman and the guy leave. Then they tried to help Jungkook by giving him water. It's okay. Did you see this girl? He pulled out a photo of Ryan from his pocket and showed it to them. They were shocked that even in pain he was searching so seriously. Who was she to him? The tears swelled up in his eyes as he looked at her photo. He was coughing and noses were bleeding too. But he didn't care, only looking at your photo with teary eyes. Where were you? I'm sorry. Please come back to me. I can't live without you. Please, I want you. One suddenly woke up and looked around with concern, but she realized no one was there. She exhaled with a sigh. Why did I feel like someone called me? She looked at the clock. It was already 10 p.m. Oh God, how did I even fall asleep? I thought I just took it. She got up hurriedly and took her bag and saw her worker coming toward her. Why didn't you wake me up? Man, your granny ordered us not to disturb your sleep, so where is she? She already went home and told us to take care of you. She still thinks I'm your child. I'm your man. Tell her I'm the owner of the restaurant. Even your chef too. The waiter smiled and nodded, watching Juan leave. It was very normal for her, as she always saw her granny treat Juan as if she were a child. Time skipped you a few hours later. When Juan went to their home, she and her granny were having dinner together. But Warren noticed there was a concern on her face. Is there anything wrong? Today, I saw a girl while I was on my way home. He looked very weak and was searching for his wife. The way he was warm, I really felt pity. Who? I don't know, but he looked really handsome. Still, the way he was walking and searching was too sad. The way her granny described it made Ryan recall Jungkook. She stopped reading and got up with concern. I'm Sylvie. I'm going to my room. Avoiding eye contact. Okay, but you remember, right? Tomorrow we have to go to my friend's daughter's wedding. Sorry, I can't come. Please, you go this time. Okay. After attending the wedding, Granny is on her way home when she gets into a terrible accident. Don't worry, these are only minor injuries. She will recover in 2 weeks. Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank the gentleman who brought you here quickly. She pointed at the person and left. But her eyes lit up when she saw him again. Yes, it was Jungkook. He was looking at her silently, a fresh bruise on his temple. Please take care of yourself. I need to go. You are the one who was searching for a girl, aren't you? Sorry when last night. He stopped in his tracks and nodded to her with a blank face. Where would you go? I can't tell. You are new to this city too. Stay in my home for a few days while you search for that person. I don't have time to stay. Every day I have to search. Well, at least can I invite you to have dinner at my home? It's just my gratitude to you for helping me. He was about to deny it, but then he remembered his mom's words and nodded. Okay, I'll pay the bill and then we will go. I already did. She was surprised and took out her phone. Meanwhile, Vine was working, but she felt someone's eyes on her back. She looked back and flinched when she saw a car standing so close to her. He was none other than Wayne, who had been harassing her for weeks. Hi, baby. Why didn't you come yesterday? When I invited you to my home? I told you so many times. I'm not what you think I am. Just leave me. Who cares? I want you. He tried to touch her cheek, but she slapped his hand away with disgust. Stay away from me. You? He tried to touch her again, but her stamp kept. So he stepped back from her. Next time, I'll take what I want, and you won't even have a voice to scream. He left in annoyance. She sat on the step and handed her a phone as it was ringing. When she picked up, she burst out. What? You got into an accident? How are you now? I'm coming to you. When Granny and Jungkook reached home, he was helping her get out of the car. Just then another car came speeding by. Jungkook didn't look at the other car, but when he heard a feeling, he got goosebumps. He glanced toward the car and was shocked to see Juan running toward him with concern. Granny, she froze when she saw Jungkook, who was looking at her in surprise beside her granny. Seeing them both staring at each other, Granny was confused. You? She started seeing him like this. He wasn't the one. She was shot with mafia on and opening his eyes. He was now so different, even losing weight, his face changed with bruises. Jungkook's eyes filled with tears on finally seeing her. He was about to cry and walk toward her, but she yelled at him, making him stop in his spot. Don't come near me. Why did you come again? You cheat. Don't you have any shame? Call me whatever you want, but please, one, understand your husband's side too. I really love you. Love? You never love. Stop trying to fool me. Get away from me right now. I don't want to see you near our house. She angrily made her way to the door, opened it, and went inside, leaving him standing there. Granny was in shock, realizing that Jungkook had been searching for none other than her. Are you John Jungkook, the Mafia King? She asked in shock. Jungkook looked at her with teary eyes. That was once upon a time, but now I'm just a man, seeking his wife's forgiveness and her love. I don't know who you are, but please help me. It's been 3 years that I have been crying and searching for my wife. Please help me. He explained as much as he could, and Granny couldn't believe it, even though she could see he was genuinely telling the truth. Granny came into Van's bedroom and saw that she was still awake. Can you talk to him once? Maybe you can understand his side. I'm done. He doesn't even deserve to talk to me. It's not his job. Even after his wife left, the husband was still searching for her, hoping to get her back. Please stop it. How are you trying to defend him so easily? Even though you have seen me in my worst condition and helped me build, even though I'm not even your real granddaughter. I'm not defending him, but think about it once more. Would you even imagine your sister being by someone in front of your mom? Even after the guy lost your mom too. They lost everything and somehow they wanted revenge. I'm not saying they were right or wrong, but it was a type of matter we can't even judge. But I love him and he wanted to ruin me. If he really wanted to, he would have already done it multiple times. If a person really wants something, no matter how hard the other person tries to stop them. I don't know anything, but don't be soft towards him. He actually helped you. And now that he sees me and he is trying to act again. No one. Do you remember I told a guy was searching for his wife? That guy is him, not someone else. But I didn't even know he was searching for you. I saw him from a distance when he misunderstood a girl, and that was you. He touched you. She slapped him and made her boyfriend beat him. During the beating, he didn't even stop. He just took everything like he deserved. After he left, I asked us who helped him. But what they told me surprised me. Even after everything, he didn't even care about his pain or how much he paid. He was just asking them about seeing his wife and searching for her. I think fate has written that he has to meet you. Think again about his past too. And it's up to you. She left. Vaughn pressed her lips into a thin line, thinking deeply. When Vaughn came out of the home to go to the restroom, she saw him waiting for her. She ignored him and got into the car. She tried to call her, but she didn't pay attention. When Vaughn reached, she was shocked to see Jungkook already there waiting for her. She thought it was a big deal for him to have found her, but now it won't be any bigger deal for him to know all the details about where she would go and work, since he had seen her. Jungkook tried to talk, but she went inside, not letting him speak. The whole day he waited for her outside and didn't go in, and she didn't appear to him even once. When Van came out, she was blank as she didn't see Jungkook still waiting for her. She thought maybe he realized she wouldn't, so he left. She shook her head and made her way to her car. But suddenly she heard her name called from behind. She looked back and their name was tilting his head and smirking. You didn't expect me to come again, did you? She tried to ignore him and was about to turn back to leave, but he grabbed her wrist quickly. Where do you think you are going? Let go of my hand. She tried to pull it back, but he laughed. Not until you act. Let go of her now, if you don't want to lose your life right here. She recognized the voice and stopped struggling, knowing Min couldn't harm her anymore. She looked at Jungkook, who was gritting his teeth and staring at me. Oh, make me then. Before he could finish, Jungkook rushed forward and punched his jaw, making him let go of her hand and bump into the wall. Min was, how dare you punch me? He was about to kick Jungkook, but Jungkook grabbed his leg and twisted. Min couldn't bear the pain and screamed little. One covered her ears in panic. This is the hand you dare to touch my woman with, right? I'll show you what happens if you ever try to touch her again, even in your dreams. No. Jungkook twisted his hand harshly with a single force, Min screamed even louder. Please, let go of me, please, please. Jungkook didn't let go, even hearing him beg, until Wan spoke. Jungkook let go of him. When she called him by his name and ordered him, he immediately let go. Min groaned and looked at Juan. I'm sorry, and thank you. I won't even bother you again. He said it repeatedly, full of fear and pain, holding his leg and leaving. Wan looked at Jungkook, who was already staring at her silently. So much pain in his eyes. Before she could break eye contact, Jungkook spoke. Wan, please. Do you really think I don't even deserve to talk to you? After waiting for you for 3 years. She didn't say anything. He stepped closer, looking into her eyes with sincerity. I really don't even understand how to make you see that I'm not acting. Please, Swan, trust me. I swear on my mom. I'm not lying. You trust me when I was acting, but now, when I'm genuinely with you, you didn't trust me and left me. That's how my fate, and it's killing me up for hurting you so much. Really, Juan, it's not any fantasy or something to hurt you. These are my consequences, my responsibility, my duties as a brother and a son to them. It's not easy to bear, knowing what your father did to my family in the past. Even if I hadn't met my mom that day, she would have already died too. She wasn't mentally stable yet. That's how much trauma he caused her. And seeing you to the room in front of her, we hurt you. We made mistakes, and I have been taking my punishment since the day you disappeared from my life. I don't know how I survived without you. There hasn't been a single day I have stopped searching for you. That's how much I was trying to meet you. Please trust me. I sincerely loved you. I'm still regretting my actions. Whenever I recall everything, I break down knowing I hurt my wife, who loved me purely. Please forgive me. I can't even express in my heart now how I become a person I never imagined. He was holding back his tears on the edge of crying. He shut his eyes, begging, hands joined together as he broke down. But when he felt her touch, he gulped and opened his eyes to see her wiping his tears. Forgiving you. Please don't carry this guilt anymore. More tears fell from his eyes. Finally, she was accepting his approach, and he nodded, realizing it was true. I can see the love you have for me too. That's it. He burst into more tears and hugged her, unable to control his emotions any longer, like a child. He finally let out everything he had been and searching for her, and never giving up. She hugged him back, running one hand through his hair while patting his back slowly with the other. Maybe if I were in your place, wanting to take care of my family, but found my disabled sister being killed in front of my mom. and that criminal still has me. And she wanted to commit suicide. And when I saw her, she asked me to do something like this. Maybe I would have done it to the other person in the pain of such a chaotic and painful situation. Even after I left, giving divorce papers, I later found out my father was no more. I saw the way you were searching for me with your goods everywhere. I was so angry that I didn't even want you to get a glimpse of me. I went away from everything, and your grandma helped me and built my career. That's how I have been living my life. I can see how much you have been, but please don't push me away. I really can't bear it. Hmm. But I understand you, and you definitely deserve a second chance after all of this. You have already borne enough pain, and I can't punish you anymore. I want your love, the love I have needed.